Okay, hi, I'm Suzanne from TVMEG.com. How are you guys?
We're great.
Good. How are you?
Good, good. I'm happy to talk to you. Bailey, I've been following your career since you were on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and then As the World
Oh,
Turns. And
oh,
I loved you
thank
in
you.
Longmire. You were so great in that. So I'm glad
Thank
to
you.
see you in
I
this.
appreciate that. That's real dedication. That's a long time. Thanks so much.
And it's nice to talk to you, both of you. Have you, the two of you, worked together before this movie and series?
I don't think so. No.
No?
Yeah.
No, wait, we haven't, but you were on six, weren't you?
Yeah. I didn't know where he was going with that. Yeah.
My son was on an episode,
Oh, get out.
Eli,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
and
yeah.
he played he was in a scene with you were in the scene.
He said something to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
back in
but
Utah.
I we never met.
How
Yeah.
I
funny.
didn't even clue into that till later. I was like, "What? Wait."
Well, Hollywood's
Six
So,
six
yes, no.
degrees, 6 degrees of Jesse
Yeah,
Hutch.
Kevin
there
Yes.
you
Bacon.
go.
Yes.
Well, the reason I asked is because your uh, in film friendship seems so realistic, and I thought, because you seem like you've been friends for years, so that came
Thank
over
you.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate
So,
that.
what drew each of you to these roles in this movie?
Yeah, yeah, I'll jump
Okay.
in. So yeah, for me, I played, a handful of, first responder types, military, and th this is, I'd have to say this is probably my favorite kind of role. It just moves the needle a little more, gets my excitement up, where I get to go out in the field doing cool stuff and all things that I, believe in, protecting my family, doing the right thing. Um, and then, it's based on a real life guy. I got to spend some time with Jeff Kirkham before we started shooting, and that was invaluable experience and insight into his world. Got to do a little tactical training,
Yeah,
which was nice. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Jesse?
well, he always has such good answers, and then I'm like, what, like next question, please, because nailed it and scene.
Yeah. Well,
Well, was your character based on a real life person too?
Yeah, yeah, it was actually. I got to meet Evan, not the same last name, but it's a little like we're not playing these people necessarily,
Right.
but it gives you a little insight into them. And when I met Evan, he's very, he's a quiet, reserved guy. He doesn't get in anybody's sort of space or and so
yeah.
I had to ask about him. I asked Jeff about him, Jeff Kirkham, and I was like, "What's he like?" And he's like, "Man, if stuff goes down, this is who you want on your side. Like that guy can pick up any weapon anywhere in the world and use it with skill." And I was like, "Oh, geez, okay,
Yeah.
shouldn't ask it.
Yeah, it's a
Just raise
pretty
the
high
bar."
bar,
Okay, it's
don't
a
be
lot to live
intimidated
up
at
to.
all. And oh, by the way, they started a little company called Black Rifle Coffee Company, and so I mean, no pressure, so
Yeah,
go play
yeah,
these guys
yeah. We
for
we did this
millions of
for a
people.
living. Can you guys just
Yeah, yeah, don't mess it up.
got this?
So they're real people, but the book is fiction too?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm sure they pulled on things that they experienced, but yeah,
Right.
the
Okay.
books are actually what like rated. The books are intense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
the movie's kind of what would Jason say? He's like it's a story of in between the lines.
Hmm.
The movie's kind of a story of in between the lines of the book.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
but
I found it to be interesting the way it sort of started off at, oh no, I hate post-apocalyptic stuff because so much was depressing, like, people dying and it's just, but this one started out, I thought, oh gosh, another one like this. And
Yeah.
and there was all this military stuff and macho posturing and people, your character is fighting against the other guy who's like, oh no, let's see what happens. Let's wait for FEMA, blah, blah, blah. And then after it gets to a boiling point, then it calms down and it gets
Yeah.
like, oh, we should all love our fellow man. So I like
Yeah.
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
It
the
had
humanity
not
comes through.
spoilers. That's the
Yeah, yeah.
so
It's
I
it's certainly not one dimensional at all.
no, no.
We just a cast of characters who are all, on their own journey, and they come in and out, and at one point
Yeah.
this one needs help and this one, and
And it's
miracles
exciting.
and
It's
all the
exciting.
things.
Lots
Yeah,
of stuff happened, you know,
correct.
but it's not nonstop action, a lot of character stuff.
Yes.
I recently interviewed some people for another movie, and it was good. It's miniseries, Earth Abides, which is based on an old science fiction book,
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
and it was good, but not as exciting as yours, I have to say.
Thank
Very
you.
No,
good,
thank you.
but
Tell your
yeah.
friends.
Thank you.
No.
I will definitely. I will definitely. I already went into all the Longmire Facebook groups and told them you were going to be
Oh,
Oh.
holler.
gonna
Okay.
be
All
there.
right. Well, thank you for
So,
that.
And Buffy. So
Oh,
you
and
see
Buffy.
Buffy fans coming out. What's
Yeah,
going on?
yeah.
Woo!
Soap opera fans.
Oh,
yeah, that'll be next. So,
Thank you.
I think I have to wrap it up. But
Well,
what was the most fun thing about shooting the movie? Both of you, each.
I mean, the guns were cool. I like shooting guns.
yeah,
It's
that was
about
pretty
the
cool.
tactical training was awesome, and yeah, again,
Location's
just
great.
group of guys going out there. The Homestead is a real life, homestead out
Yeah,
there
yeah,
outside Salt Lake City.
yeah.
That was really cool. Just
The people. I mean,
yeah,
there's really a lot of good stuff going on here.
yeah,
Like I don't go home and I'm like, I was on the 300-acre homestead all day
yeah,
in the sun.
yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful
so
vistas and
hard.
views, and the leaves are all orange and yellow and red, and just really
Yeah,
beautiful. God, it was a tough day at
yeah.
work. It's
And
about 60 degrees.
Where was it actually filmed? What part of the country?
Utah. Yeah.
Yep.
Utah.
Right
Yeah.
outside Salt Lake.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
And then as a
pretty.
performer, I also don't go home and I'm not like, oh, the writing was so shallow. It's like, man,
Yeah, right.
this is really cool. Like there's
Yeah.
depth and nuance and I love the other characters and it's just such a really cool world. And
The-
I just can't wait for you guys to see everybody,
yeah.
in the
Yeah.
world.
There are a lot of jobs that, are just jobs, feel like jobs. And this
Mhm.
feels like much more. This is an important story here
Mm,
in Homestead. And I can't wait.
yeah.
I can't wait for the world to see it.
And
Mhm.
and Bailey, your character has family, so there's a lot of
I
stuff going on
do.
there too.
I
This
do.
whole-
I do. So the stakes are very high. And, Jeff's he's got some hard choices he's got to make in this film.
Yeah, and I see that in the previews for the series that your youngest daughter, which we already saw a little bit of her, has more involved. I don't want to give spoilers, but so I'm looking forward to seeing that sort of science
Yes.
fiction like aspect to it.
Yeah, she sees things. Yes.
Mhm.
And have you already shot? How much of the series have you already shot? I know there's at least a couple episodes.
Mhm. Yeah. We
Two.
we shot the
Two
first
episodes?
two. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how many total there'll be, or?
There's
There's
talks.
eight. I think we're gonna do eight next year.
Oh,
Yeah.
and next year. So we
Yeah.
have two. Okay,
Mhm.
Yeah.
gotcha.
Maybe to have a total of eight, so maybe six more, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Snow's just
Well,
starting to hit Utah, so that becomes
Yeah.
if that's not in the script, it ain't happening.
Utah does that. It's
Yeah.
the whole continuity thing where there's no snow and then there's snow and then it doesn't match and yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah, all those technical things you
All
have
that.
to
Yeah.
do. Well, I thank you for talking to me, and I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing the rest of it.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Shit.